Hi everyone, have you ever wondered why one virus can make a child really sick, especially in the lungs? Today I'm going to explain how the respiratory system works and how a virus called EVD60A can cause serious lung inflammations in children. So as we can see this, we have to understand what's a respiratory system. The respiratory system is the part of our bodies that help us to breathe, and it includes our nose, and it includes our throat, and also the wide pipe and the lungs. And think of it like the trees turned upside down. The chunks is the wide part, and the branch are airways, and the leaf are tiny air sacs called alveoli, and these tiny air sacs are where oxygen moves into our blood. So the main idea we want to learn is that why the EVD60A can cause serious lung inflammations in some children. So we have to learn that's what's a EVD60A. So EVD60A is a respiratory virus. It usually starts like a cold, a running nose, a cough, or a fever. In some cases, children will have trouble breathing and end up in the hospital, and in rare case even experiencing muscle weakness or paralysis, and children with asthma are at high risk for some serious respiratory symptoms. So how this virus work? This virus, first of all, is will attract to cells from the nose, come to the nose and the throat, and after that, it will travel deep inside to the lungs. And while it's entering the cells from the nose thoughts and travel deep into the lungs, it will use the cell to make thousands of virus itself. And the more virus, the more illness affects the child, and the more severe symptoms that affects in children. And when a virus comes in, the body immune system recognize the virus and send many immune cells to fight the virus. And this can lead to inflammations in the lungs, causing swelling, mucus, and difficulties breathing. And why is cause inflammations in children? We will figure this out on the next slide. So why is affect children? So children's lungs are still growing and their immune systems are not fully developed. In this image, we can see that in child the lung is really small in compared to adult. And from that, it means that the virus is can spread faster and inflammation can be more serious and the lungs have a harder time recovering. And the virus is can cause more dangerous for a child. As we know that a child lungs is still developing and still growing, so the airways are smaller, and the airways smaller is will be easier to block, narrows and filling with mucus. And as we can see, the top of the lungs, the airway is like a top with empty in the middle. But if they have asthma, they fill in this hole, or they have a lot of mucus inside, it will fill in the tube. It means that it's blocked the airway cannot come through. It is make the breathing problem. Besides that, their immune systems are immature. Sometimes their immune system overreacts, sending too many immune cells and makes the inflammations become really bad or even worse. And that's make excessive inflammations and extra swelling, and together this factor make AVD system more dangerous for children. And because a child immune system is still learning, they have not been exposed to a virus before, so they cannot quickly recognize and fight off the virus. And this make the virus have more time to replicate and spread before the immune system can be effective. So from here, we have the takeaways idea is that a virus like EVD60A can cause serious lung inflammation in children because it reaches deep into the lungs and it damages immune response of children even the immune response is not mature yet. And in the futures, we can have some develop better ways to prevent this and treat this infection by vaccines or medicines, and have the better model to study this infection in the future and have the better diagnosis. Thank you for your listening.